Why, yes, Hype, you're right. I probably would have had this be a nice even four-parter if... Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
well,
sir.
there goes
If,
Hype.
Oh.
No, in all seriousness, he couldn't join us for this next part of Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. And actually, on that note, time for our next operation.
Toothpick's gold trade is already rolling, and with the incorporation of our van, it's virtually impossible to stop.
What?
Thankfully, Tennessee was able to divert the train's route, which gives us the chance we need to catch it. First, Murray, you're going to get the van back. It's positioned near the rear of the train, acting not unlike a booster rocket. It's going to take your considerable fighting skills just to reach it. The catch is that it's being secured with a set of special magnetic locks, which can only be broken by someone of your immense strength.
Okay.
Once the van is free, you'll be able to catch the train and pick each of us up as we complete our tasks. Carmelita, you and I will tackle the next set of cars. I need you to use your peerless marksmanship and cover me while we make our way forward. It won't be easy.
Hey.
The train is crawling with guards, and they'll be gunning for both of us. Our goal is to reach a computer terminal near the middle of the train, where I'm going to do a little hacking. As we already know, Toothpick cannot stand high-pitched frequencies, particularly whistles. So I'll reroute the power and control of the steam whistles on the train engine.
Oh, well, just
Something tells me this will
annoy
come
him.
in handy when we finally reach him. Sly and Tennessee, you're up next.
Jump and press the circle button.
Toothpick, we'll need
All
to
of you.
all possible
On the
escape
double.
routes. So
Right in
Sly,
front of me.
you'll take the roof of the train. Tennessee, you'll move through the
There you
cars,
go.
where we should be able to
Had to get at least
reclaim
one
your
in,
gold along
if
the
you hadn't
way.
done it, like,
But
multiple
your
times beforehand.
gunslinging will definitely
it's
be
fun.
put to the test. You both should reach the engine around the same time, where you can take Toothpick down. The rest of us will catch up with you in the van. One last thing. Don't forget we're a team, and that's the only way we're going to be able to pull this off. Everyone needs to execute their part of the plan perfectly if we're going to get the van, steal the gold, and stop Toothpick. Now let's move out.
I will betray every single one of you when the time becomes appropriate.
So Order 66.
I will. Yes. I will drive off with the time machine and leave you all.
And now that they're in position,
We jump. Oh wait, I forgot how to jump.
wait a minute!
I did jump and press the circle button.
Oh jeez, Murray!
Oh,
I love the idea. Sorry, it just flashed on my head just then. I love the idea. He had the whole I should not punch this.
really, Murray?
This was not a well thought plan. Broccoli. This was not a well thought plan. Okay.
You were literally a conductor of electricity, dude. Don't go
I'm
doing
sorry,
that
I
willingly.
Okay. This is what I used to blow up these magnet things. But no, just the image that immediately went through my head of Murray, of like Bentley had this whole threefold plan and everything. He's like, all right, now we jump down to the.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was just not the first thing I thought of.
Ignoring the fact that, you know, Bentley can still jump even on a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's true. Just rocket. Whoa! So there we go. Hey, the time machine's secured. Now we just need to see if we can bring in.
I just
Bring
realized.
in the rest.
Toothpick to just-
I just realized. Did you run over that fucking chicken while getting off?
Carmelita, we need to get to that terminal in
Possibly. So hey, who wants KFC?
Eh.
Yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Yeah,
Also, number 3 of the 4 times you'll be playing as Carmelita in the game.
Is that? I'm looking at this. Is that right? Is this really it? Did they just front load it all right here and that's it? I'm looking at this.
And this is like the only time of the 3 here that you actually get to control her, like, just... You actually have to, you know, maneuver her around like any other character. Every other time it's been like a shooting gallery sort of thing.
Right. I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. That's right, because when we get into the next episode, she goes off on her own for a little bit.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she'll get to play...
I think she assists her. No. You know what? I'm apologize. No. There is actually 2 other instances where we play as her. One is, I want to say, in the next level, and there is still that big boss battle that happens in the 4th mission with her. But
Well, I know in the 4th chapter you do get to control her, you know, like normal again. The other time I think is probably just another
minigame, and then of course belly dancing. More on that later.
Yeah, you know, I almost forgot about technically the belly dancing also counts.
But regardless, it's stupid, and that's the part where, like, how to put it, the best, you know what? It's like if your parents were to be like, "Oh, that's so cool, son. We like that too," and I'm like, "No,
No, your
it's
parents would be
weird.
ashamed.
It's weird if your parents were like, "Oh, we like Pokemon too."
Well, okay, no. More so your mother would likely be ashamed. Your father, on the other hand, well...
Duh.
But more on that later. I mean, let's be
Sorry,
real here.
that's about
Let's
the
not
best
waste all our commentary on that here, where it's going to be
Thank
like
you.
a good couple parts from
I'm
now.
gonna enjoy every minute. I don't have to think about that right now. So, yep. Beyond that, we were just looking into. We finally showed Doug off screen the second funniest podcaster. Some of my favorite moments from it. Beyond that, other big things that happened on the shows. I want to say at some point they did address. I think with Bentley and Murray's voice actors there, they did address the. I don't want to say controversy because Kevin didn't sound like super upset. He did seem a little disappointed. Just the fact that when the movie was being pitched, that he wasn't approached to voice Sly in that pilot pitch.
Yeah, that's still weird.
Which, like, especially since that's the thing. Like, especially if it's a pitch, if you know it was going to be temporary to begin with, why wouldn't they just keep him?
Or at the very least, just, get them, let them know that, we're going to try and attempt a movie pitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And if
I
it all
feel
works
like-
out, then we'll definitely call you and have you on board as Sly as per usual.
Well, I think there was something like that, something to that effect, where I think they did approach him, or at the very least, Bentley and Murray's voice actors did mention of, hey, this is something that just wanted you to be aware of, kind of thing.
But, I mean, considering how, where we're at now, where that whole ship's long sailed.
Which is a bummer because out of everything, even above Ratchet and Clank, even though they did what they could with the movie, even above that, I still do think Sly Cooper, out of all the franchises, would work the best as a TV show.
Definitely.
I could see it, yeah.
Jeez.
Especially if it was something, well, I would not really say episodic, but something that's treated almost exactly like the games, where, like every arc would be like its own operation.
Right, like every, I mean, yeah, you could have multiple episodes detailing an arc of taking down someone, or just go a Scooby-Doo route of just having a masked villain of the week or something. Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
you're
dude.
not even that high up.
Yes!
Okay, Bentley. Glad I could help out.
Yeah, for that really brief stint. Really sorry, Carmelita.
Now hop in. Whoa.
Don't worry, there's plenty of room.
Don't worry, I left nachos and soda back there for everybody, so please feel free, share the paper plates and napkins.
Murray, all the nachos are gone.
Oh,
And so is Tennessee.
that was Tennessee. I meant to jump, but I think I jumped off the wrong way.
Whoops.
After this one.
Okay, easy does it. Oh, and I think a random thought I also can bring up is, so this is also where my familiarity with the game will unfortunately end. When I was recording this anyway, was because, so I did practice this a long time ago when I was playing on PlayStation Now. I decided to try and test it out because I figured it'd be the only way until I just actually bought a PlayStation 3. The only way I could experience Thieves in time.
Because it should still be available on the service.
Right, and it is. But that was also my first exposure, my first experience with streaming games, and also my last, because it was a really poor first impression. Like, again, there was some delay. There would be bits where, imagine buffering on a YouTube video, but with gameplay, so suddenly the resolution would look weird.
Yeah, if your net's not up to the task, then honestly, don't even bother.
Oh, jeez, this is awkward.
Got it.
We got the gold.
Now let's hope that you don't drop any of that.
We'll keep this safe.
There we go. And now, oh, I see. That's what we're also doing, is we're doing this so that Tennessee can still rob that gold and become the Cooper, thief of legend.
Yep.
But anyway, what else?
Also, remember, they're still stuffing all that in their van.
Yep. Easy does it. But then what is it? But then it's also like,
I might have to retire after this one.
We heard
Yeah,
you the
then
first
what
time,
else?
Tennessee.
I'm gonna wipe that smirk
that's right. Then it's
on
also
his face.
the fact of, not only did it lead to resolution bugging out on me, but the other thing that happened was, so I was in the jail sequence with Sly and Tennessee, and I paused the game to go downstairs and have some dinner. And when I did all that and came back to the game and unpaused, I guess the streaming did not like that I had left the game paused that long, and so suddenly when I unpaused and started doing things, the audio and video had gotten desynced while I'm playing the game on this console. So
I mean, granted, I understand that it does have like this failsafe in place, where like if you leave it inactive for a long enough time, you just get booted out of the session.
Yeah.
But just in general, just things like that. That's why I just do not care for like. That's why I'm sorry, Nintendo Switch. I do not care for cloud-based gaming.
Well, cloud-based gaming in general is just it just doesn't work here because our internet's nowhere near as good as some other places out there in the world, like I don't know, fucking Asia.
Right, Japan, and like even some bits of England. Just in general, it's just I just don't care for. I just prefer to act. I prefer to own the game, like just have it, and not be tied to. Oh, I'm not online. I don't get to play the game I bought.
Yeah.
And another bit of gold.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep the game, and that's it.
Right. That's again. There's a reason why, and there's also a bit of physical stuff. There's a reason why we were so stoked when we finally were able to have Scott Pilgrim versus the World the game.
Which was, it's nice that we finally had that pleasure.
And we had a fun little playthrough, I thought.
And I mean, hey, those that, were bummed that Scott Pilgrim never got the physical treatment. Now it does. Anyway.
Thank you.
I'm gonna lock you in the deepest, darkest hole, and I'm going to throw away the key! Give it up, Toothpick!
I can only imagine how much it strained the dude's voice just to keep that impression on.
Yeah, and up.
And like clockwork, but I'm Tish.
Another cane stolen.
Thanks, kid! Lou Paradox sends his regards! Adios, Egypt!
Egypt.
Man.
It sounded like you
You
said
did the
bitches.
talking.
So long, bitches!
And Slide just shows up.
Bitches!
And then Slide just shows up. You did the talking thing again, didn't you? Yeah! I really thought he was so small. I didn't think he'd be able to do nothing.
If Sly, now's not the time to use your cane as a back scratcher.
Yeah, so now we're going to be doing quite a I'll be honest, it's quite a long boss, and I had to do this a couple times. I did not care for this boss fight.
It's a little long-winded, yeah, I'll agree. That, and also, the methods of taking him down are a little, in and of itself, also a bit repetitive. And yeah, don't forget you still need to use a chain and ball to push those pistons.
I forgot. That's ow. I forgot. That's the entire reason why I needed to do this is because they want to show off the costume and stuff.
Push those gears in place and blow the whistle.
Get used to hearing
And
that
now he grows into a large armadillo, which feels a little weird when it's he just grows in size and he doesn't look any more monstrous.
Armadillos are also not known for. Armadillos are also not. Ow. They're also not known for growing. I don't think.
Not as far as I know. No.
Also, I'm also not a fan of the whirlwind attacks, as you're no doubt noticing by now.
I don't think you're even supposed to even have the costume on while that's happening.
You don't.
Yeah, I probably should have just been running like normal.
Now you whack at him.
Oh yeah. Ouch!
I mean, he should bless his stars. That shell is apparently pretty, hardy against fire.
Yep. Okay.
Gotta keep moving.
I also will say, he also does not give you a lot of room for error at first. Like, he will be attacking us pretty non-stop. Oh, jeez.
He will stop at nothing to make sure your whistle's been blown to smithereens.
And as you're seeing, it's just this animation over. Oh, turn down the blended whistle. Also, again, just
Can't let him squash me.
the villains look just the model. Something just feels uncanny to me about it. That's all.
It don't look right with some of them. Like, they look like something that belong more so in like a, I don't know, a Rob Zombie production.
Oh, you remind me of Rob Zombie's The Monsters.
The monsters.
I don't think I've actually seen that for myself.
There were some people who didn't like it because it wasn't as like children friendly as the others, but I think for what it was, I think the best way I've heard it told is that Rob Zombie is the best at making movies for Rob Zombie, which you can kind of respect, and also I can see why people dislike it. But basically, the idea is that like he is a guy who very rarely will compromise for Hollywood execs to make the movie he wants to make. Oh,
Yeah.
back up here. Ow, ow.
Blow them away.
Yeah! And put off the costume, put off the costume, put off the costume. Put
Why
off
are
the
you?
costume.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
That's me trying to rapidly press the L2 button and it's just not working. There we go. Blow the whistle. Shout at me. Make angry face with teeth of chipmunk.
Teeth of
Need to dodge this wrecking ball.
And then
'Cause I don't
grow
think- I
to and then grow to size of
Of
watermelon.
Grow to size of bull. Or also size of Australian chipmunk.
I was kind of expecting teeth of beaver, not fucking chipmunk.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. He does actually look more like a beaver.
Yeah.
He's a little more limber than a beaver.
I can mainly say because of the teeth.
No, I agree with you. I believe you. Okay.
I feel
There
like
we
with
go.
those smaller tornadoes, you should be able to at least jump over those.
Yeah, you can jump over
I'm
them.
also, and I wish, I will say, I wish that the samurai armor actually counted, but oh my gosh, we're burning him alive.
I like
You'll be
boosted
fine.
armadillo.
Jeez Louise.
Now yield.
You was prepared.
Look at what the cat drug in. Looks like this here's our stop.
Ow.
Yoo-hoo!
Right, we got a real problem.
I think I just took care of that, Bentley.
No, Sly, the train. It's headed for a broken bridge.
Oh.
Wasn't part of the
Oh
plan.
no.
Sly, you have to get off that train.
Yeah, don't worry, we got the paraglider for this exact reason.
That's true. Well, actually, no, you don't even use it.
Just be careful. Whee! Alright, now you just turn the car around, put on the brakes.
Oh, and I just realized, for Sly specifically, this next part's not going to be the least bit comfortable.
You idiot!
Oh yeah.
You call this a plan?
Oh yeah, here's the problem. Because they were supercharging this van to drive the train,
Back to Paris?
Toothpick removed the brakes.
It's going to end like this.
Jeez.
What in tarnation are they doing?
We can't stop.
And I was just
Oh.
wondering where that gold had got to.
Hey,
I also just realized, with this next set piece, it makes me realize, something in this next scene that's going to not make a lot of sense.
well, it's also, you know, Back to the Future 3. I'm thinking, oh my god, no, you're right, because we definitely left Toothpick behind us.
As the van hurtled into the ravine, it felt like we were in slow motion.
In fact, I was
The thought
actually
that our
trailing behind a
adventures
van.
were over flashed through my mind as I braced for the crash.
Wait, you were on
In
top of the van.
Bentley grabbed
I guess
the
I got
closest
Logan.
thing at hand,
So yeah,
Murray's
somebody took
Australian
that
fossil
old
magnet,
necklace, remember when he was
and
training
used
with the
it in
guru?
time
He
Oh
was like,
yeah,
"Look it."
what luck you still have that thing
Saved our
on?
lives.
And we'll just time
Now,
travel.
We had no
I mean,
idea where
you
we
know,
were headed.
it saved their lives.
We held
Hold
on as the van was
on,
sucked through the wormhole, tumbling around
Oh,
like
Lord
cork in the
almighty,
ocean.
that's... Ooh.
Who knew where we'd land? And more importantly, when?
Ugh. Well, I guess that's not too bad.
I'm alive.
That could be worse.
Oh!
Okay,
Well,
that
the
just
gang-
happened.
Well, the gang's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
stay
what?
tuned.
I take back what I said. I forgot that they don't show Toothpick getting incarcerated at that point in time. That's not till
Okay.
like much later.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
fair, because at that point we would have already done all of our cleanup work and stuff. But yeah. With that said, join us in the next part. We'll get hype back here, and first things first, we gotta figure out where the heck we are now and when.
Wonder if we can find them amongst all these interesting bones and stuff.
I'm hungry.